What do you guys think of how they turned books into movies? You guys pretty terribly.
Yeah, I don't know how many of those I've seen. Probably because
There's
I
a
just can't.
lot.
I probably just 'cause I can't think of any right now.
You also don't watch movies, which
I
probably doesn't.
do. I mean, not as much as other people, but I do, or I used
I,
to. Like, I don't know. I usually would watch them with my dad, but yeah, I think I can't actually think of any movies that were books.
really none like Harry
Well,
Potter,
well, I
Lord of the
can, but like none
Rings.
that I've watched. I
Man,
think.
you
You
really
know what I
haven't
think
watched
is
many
really you know
movies.
what I think is really lame about Harry Potter? They just get less creative as time goes on. Like you just look at the name of spells. Like at the start, they're all like Latin, and then at the end, it's just like the action in English.
Funny thing is, I've actually
You know
never
what I'm
read Harry
talking about?
Potter. Sorry if I'm angering anybody, but
Really, that surprises me.
I just don't like.
Read.
Uh, no, I just don't find. I don't know. I just never found that interesting.
I
That
tried reading it when I was little. And just couldn't get through like the first chapter. So boring. And then yeah, that was my experience with Harry Potter. And then I reread boring, so I just
dude, you cut out every other like couple of words.
okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Jesus
but that
Christ.
doesn't mean that you're not gonna cut out in the next couple of words.
Well, let's
It's
test it.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I was
but it,
saying that when I first read Harry Potter, I thought it was boring, and so as a result, I stopped reading it. And then later, when I was back to it, I remembered the first couple chapters were super bad, and so I skipped them. And so I had like no context of anything when I started reading it. So when I watched the movie, I was really confused. I was like, "Who are these Dursley people?" Because
you know, actually, I think I watched one of the Harry Potter movies, but I was like really young, and it was like number four or something. So
That
it
must have been a
was
bit
just
confusing.
yeah. I was just kind of sitting there, really confused. But I usually either read the book or I watch the movie. I don't do both. I don't know, or not. Yeah, not that I can think of at least. Because I know there's like I read The Fifth Wave and there's a movie to that, but I didn't watch it because I don't want to. If I read a book, I don't really want to watch the movie of it because usually the movie is worse. Uh, just because it's like, um, it's just like the characters might be a little off. It's like it's not their actual personality or whatever. The setting is a little off. Obviously, because they can't. It's not your imagination, right? It's the
you literally
director.
just described the entire Avatar movie.
Compared to the
Like
book,
like wait, which
Yeah.
Avatar?
No, the Avatar movie compared to
like
the
the blue
series.
one.
The
No,
blue
no,
one,
no, the other. No, the other
the
one.
Last Airbender one.
Yeah, and then they made the movie. I don't know if you guys saw it,
Oh,
but it
like you're
was
talking like the
really
show compared to the
sick.
movie. Dude,
Yes,
the
the
movie
movie
was
was
made by
so
a third party
Oh,
bad. It
organization. That's
was
why it was so
still
trash. Oh, don't even get me started on that movie. I didn't watch
it
it,
was
but like they got so
garbage.
many things wrong. Just from looking at the cover, you can like already see like five things wrong with it. So,
My dad bought the CD, and I was like, "This is
wait, he
terrible."
actually
Guess
bought
what?
it?
It was terrible.
You
Um,
guys actually got it and
yes,
watched it.
because my dad didn't watch the series with us, so he was like, "Oh,
Oh
I saw an
no.
Avatar," movie," and it's just
Oh
horrible.
no. That's unfortunate. Also, but I watched Ender's Game before I read the book, which I probably should have read the book before, but whatever.
the
It
book
was
is
a
much better. Trust
yeah,
me.
I know but like I can imagine because the movie was already really good. So
The book was very good. I watched like half the movie. I didn't get through it all.
yeah,
Not
it
the
was
movie
pretty
was
nice.
not. I watched it. I
Whoa,
think
what was that?
twice.
You just whoa, please stop. We're losing viewers.
I don't think we have viewers to
Okay,
lose.
well
We could go
they
negative. Okay, we could
yeah
go into viewer debt.
yeah we could have I don't know how that would work, but you know.
Just
whatever.
watch it ourselves a bunch of times until we over that.
Dead? We're gonna be in debt.
I feel like there's so many like just weird things that
Yeah.
Like I was watching. I think it was like Joker's film, and it was like a female, in Spanish, and like the fight scene. I remember just looking around, and they would just all like stand in line and wait for the people to stop fighting.
What?
Yeah, like there was like just people standing in the background fight that would just wait for one person to get beat up to join the fight.
Oh, it's so stupid.
Yeah, I was like, that makes zero sense.
What's do you guys like rewatch movies or cuz like I don't
I
really,
hate rewatching
I
movies.
don't yeah, you know cuz you know Isaac he's rewatched what was it like it was Kingsman like so many times. I just can't. I rewatched I think the movie that I've rewatched the most is probably Pacific Rim.
I've never actually seen Pacific
I
Rim.
watched it like 3 times probably. But one time when I was young, so I didn't really understand it. Not super young, but like younger. Another time when I was a little bit older, and the other time probably like a year ago. Probably a little more than that. But like, I don't know. It's just a really good movie, so you should watch it.
I haven't watched it.
Movie recommendation, guys. You should watch Pacific Rim.
Okay.
And
I've
then
never really been
there's
a fan of action movies.
there's
to be
also the
honest.
second one. There's the second one.
Yeah.
It's they're both actually really good. Like I don't know. If you, even though you might not be a fan of action movies, you should watch that. So
I just feel like,
what genre do you like then?
well, first I'm gonna complain about action movies for a minute.
Okay.
I
I
feel
also
like
think action movies are corny as balls.
because they'll follow like the same kind of plot. Like hero exists, something bad happens to hero must save something that goes up, and then there's resolution. You know, it's the same plot every time.
Well, yeah.
Which
And there's
I
never
just,
a sad ending either.
it's interesting when it's done well, but it's so rare that it's actually done well. Like big theaters big movie producers, what they tend to do is they just make the same like generic plot. You know, have a cool character, blow their entire budget on special effects that essentially carry the movie, and that's it. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
wasting my time almost watching it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
do you remember
but
that
like,
Spider-Man movie? That Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man in Europe. Oh my god, that was
That's pretty bad.
so bad.
I don't.
But at least it had like a slight plot twist, so I have to put it above average. I mean, it's
Oh,
still
but I
it's still
saw
a
it
low
coming
bar
at
to
the
clear.
start of the film. I saw it started coming.
Yeah, I know. It was still pretty obvious. But, I mean, it's at least a little bit over what you normally see. But again, a low bar to clear.
For me, if you can like predict a plot twist, then that makes it even worse. Because then it's like, wow, they were trying to like make a plot twist, but it was just
That
not
is true.
good. So it just like downgrades it even more. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't.
What else? You know what else is super corny? Like
Okay,
romantic
we're going back to
movies.
corny. I've never watched
Romantic-
a single romantic movie, and I'm glad.
They're so bad. It's like, oh my god.
Have you
And, like-
watched one? Like a specific one
Yeah.
that you can remember and recall and like tell us?
No, because I zoned out like halfway through.
Is
But,
it
like,
just because like your parents put it on and you like have to be
Or,
there or
like-
something?
back when I had a girlfriend,
Oh God.
that was a thing. Yeah.
You're still talking about the Spider-Man movie. Sorry.
No.
Something.
She's-
I can't tell anymore.
she forced you to watch romantic movies. Dude, I don't
Well,
know.
not
Yeah,
forced.
no, I hate
was like,
romantic movies. They're terrible.
But you felt
What?
obligated.
yeah. Well, she was like, "This is really good." And I'm like, okay, fine.
And it
watch
wasn't really good.
It was not.
Yeah,
It was
but you know how you were
comedy.
saying about action movies, how they all have the same plot?
Yeah. The only good ones are the ones that like have a really well developed plot and interesting concept. That's why I think that the best action movies are things like The Matrix, Inception, Minority Report. Those are 3 amazingly well done action movies. 'cause
Oh,
they
I
have an
hated
intriguing
Minority
plot.
Report. I hated.
Why did you
it.
hate it? That was a good movie.
It was so freaking corny. They had like a mutation that then let them see into the future,
Yeah,
and
you
they
could say.
amplified it
Yeah,
with a
the
pool.
premise is corny, but at least it's an interesting and it's definitely a big step above what you'd expect in an action movie.
Still, I think that it was just like they could have made future scene technology so much cooler. Instead they just had 3 kids lying in a pool that had like their brain zapped into balls, and then just had it like roll down like a ramp.
You know, if you
Yeah,
wanna get-
they,
if-
they could have executed that better, but I still think that that's still a good example of a well done action movie. No movie's
Also, I mean-
perfect, and that you
Also,
could
I
yeah,
thought
that's
the
definitely a
plot
flaw,
in
but I
that was
still think it's good.
I thought the plot in that was also pretty basic. Like the hero gets backstabbed, and then like it was actually
I just
meant for.
I
That
just
was-
liked the idea of the crime stopping thing. I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
It has been a while since I've watched that movie. Maybe I need to watch it again, but I still
It
think
was
it's
still- it was still a
definitely
good
way
movie.
above average. It's a good movie.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to think of good action movies.
I
But,
mean,
I
I mean,
think Inception was the best action
Inception?
movie I've seen. Yeah,
I need to watch that.
yeah,
cool
it's
concept,
pretty good.
cool plot.
But I mean, I don't know if I would classify it as action.
Yeah, you could say it's closer to a thriller, but there's definitely a lot of action scenes. That's the kind of movie I prefer, like a drama or a thriller,
Yeah.
because that's such a. There's not many confines to how that
Oh
is,
frick!
and they're not.
I'm getting mixed up with Inception and another movie, but I know what Inception is. Wait,
I liked
wait,
Interstellar.
hold on. Like
Oh,
remind me.
Interstellar was good. Yeah, that.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
well
a
that's
thriller.
that's a good movie, but
Yeah.
see
It's
that
just there's,
see,
like, such-
that's not action. You see, which
Yeah.
makes it a lot
Well,
better.
what would you classify it as?
It's a thriller.
Like no, not a
Yeah.
thriller.
It is.
That's just like one of the.
What
It's
is
just
a
another
thriller?
generic space, not generic, but it's another space movie. Just one of
Well,
like
the space movie.
what you could.
It's a thriller. Sorry, I muted myself in accident.
Space thriller. Okay,
I
we're
mean,
calling
you
it
could
space
call
thriller.
it that. You could call it sci-fi, but it's like a
That's
type of
true.
it's like a sci-fi thriller. You could say.
You know, Apple's coming out with a Foundation series.
Just turn
like,
into an auto-tune robot. I'm sorry.
all right, can you just better?
you don't do anything. You're like, is it better? Well, yeah, it's better at that moment, but
Okay, well, you know the Foundation series.
No, I don't.
It's really good. You guys should read it. But anyways, Apple's coming out with like digitalizing. I think it's gonna be good.
Classic
The trailer looked good. I don't know why Apple's making movies now. It
I
seems
was
like
gonna say like,
They're trying to become Netflix too. That's the thing.
yeah, well, they already get a
Yeah,
third
everybody
of Netflix
is.
budget on like iOS. So
That's true, but if you sign up for your subscription off of iOS, then
still, how many people do you know that actually webs?
no, it's not that. Like,
Like-
you know what Spotify does? I don't have any proof of this, but you know how you can't get premium on your phone? I think that they force you to do it like outside on a website, so they don't have to pay the money to Apple.
Yeah, but like all the ad revenue.
Oh, that's true. But the ad revenue is like nothing compared to what they get off premium.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
know.
it's a
I feel
subscription
like-
thing.
Yeah, if
It's not, if it was a
I watched-
one-time
I watched
fee,
a
then
video
ad
on it.
revenue would beat it out, but it's not.
You-
yeah, I
YouTube-
watched a video on it. They don't actually make most of their money from subscriptions.
I mean, YouTube lives off ads. I feel like Spotify.
That's true.
Yeah, but the thing is, to watch YouTube, it's free. It's just a URL, so and you can just use it.
It's
Which is
literally-
why
Pretty sure
ad
Apple does
revenue
get
is the
some money
main
off
thing,
that.
because it's the only thing. Right.
I'm gonna look this up. I'm curious.
Okay. Wait. So.
Alright, well, back to movies.
So what genre do you like then? Because we were talking about action movies. I find I find most action movies fine. A lot of them bad, and then like yeah, there's some really good ones. Pacific Rim is one of them.
I should watch it. Everyone says it's good, but
But also a lot
I
of the
love
times
it.
it's like, if you want to have a good movie, either make the person really young or a kid. You know, meaning
What?
really young, as in like an adult, or like a young adult. You know, like make them
No,
a
that's
really
lame.
like a young adult or like a kid.
how does that
Or
make
like
it a
a
good
teen.
movie?
Because that just draws people in. People are just like, oh my god, kid makes it better. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
I like
I
it when
don't-
there's an
Are you
old
thinking
guy.
like for the mainstream or just like general?
Just
Like
in general.
that makes a good.
No, no,
have
I'm
never
not saying
felt like an
I
actual
don't
kid
think it
movie.
makes a good movie, but I'm just
Oh.
saying that like it feels
You mean
like
a
they
hit
do that
That's
a
just you're
lot.
drawing
It
in an
feels like they do
audience.
that a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. That's
Well,
why
I think it's because
Spider-Man makes so much money, maybe.
the target audience is kids.
That's-
so they
yeah.
put a kid.
Yeah, for
Um,
action movies at least, that's true.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. I like ones where like the protagonist is, or like there's an old guy that plays a big part. I don't know. I
There's an
just
old
like.
guy, like an old kung fu master teaches bullied kid at school.
Must have
Yeah,
liked
except
Kung Fu
that's
Panda.
literally the
Yeah.
plot of Karate Kid, and
Yeah,
it's
I know.
also lame.
I don't like Karate Kid actually. It's.
You
I didn't
don't?
like it either. I
Wait,
thought the
but wait,
fights-
which like are you talking about?
I mean, I've never been a fan of like martial arts movies or westerns or anything like that.
I think
My
the
grandma loves
the
West.
original one was pretty good, and then like they did like a I guess a
Remake with
remake.
the black-
And that one was fine as well.
I didn't
But-
see the remake. I just saw 1 and 2.
Yeah, the original was pretty good.
I didn't like
Yeah,
it.
it was above average as an action movie. But
Yeah.
it wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
for
pretty.
how
It
much
was also
hyped
like
up.
extremely predictable. Like
Yeah,
like
there
you
was
could
nothing-
you could come up with the entire movie in your head. Um,
Yeah, just like seeing, just like with the opening few scenes, you can piece together what's gonna happen.
yeah.
You know what else I liked? I liked Back to the Future.
I
No,
never really
actually,
liked it.
I
There
never
was too
I
many
never watched that.
paradoxes, and I hated that.
I never watched that.
Well, I
Also, I
thought
never
it
understood
was-
why they named it Back to the Future. It's like they're trying to be quirky, but
No, but they literally just did go back to the future.
But
It's part of the plot.
that doesn't make sense, sir.
Like
It's
They-
not
They go back to the future.
because
Yeah.
they have to go twice. They have to go once.
Oh,
and they go
okay.
again.
Okay, I see. You see, I
they
didn't
mess
know the
everything
plot.
up, then they had to go back.
Okay, okay, I see what you mean. Like they go to the past and then they go and they mess everything up and then they have to go back
Yeah.
and then go back to the future, right? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though it's technically still to the past. 'cause you know what's
Right,
going on.
right. Okay, that's
I
weird.
can never. I feel like I can never enjoy time travel movies because they just mess. They have so many plot holes.
Yeah, a lot of them do. And it's actually fun to like watch videos just looking at them and just saying.
Do you really need a video to
Well,
tell you?
Well, some of them
No,
it's-
it's you can. There's some pretty obvious as grandfather.
yeah, obviously there's
paradox
obvious
stuff you
ones,
can
but
learn.
there's some that aren't as obvious, right? Or like
The biggest plot characteristic of time travel is literally logical fallacy.
yeah, well,
It's
well, well,
real.
not just time traveling movies. Like I don't know, like it's nice to know, maybe because you know not everyone's like an astrophysicist. To maybe like a space movie where something is just doesn't make sense, right? But obviously, like maybe you could piece it out and like figure it out, piece together, but like it's not super what is it?
I think usually
It's not like it's not whoa, what was that? it's not super it's not common knowledge, you know? So I don't
I
know.
think usually for most movies, if you want to understand like behind one thing or another, as long as you think for longer than 30 seconds and you have Google,
Okay. Good for you.
90% of the things I've encountered.
But like
My
I don't
mind.
know.
like how would you know to look at that and like look at it in detail and I guess criticize it if you don't know where to look in the first place?
That's
Well,
true.
I
Not everyone
don't
will
know
know
where-
where to look.
Well, I just look at something and I was like, that doesn't. Like for example, in Interstellar, well, I watched the movie too long ago. But I think one thing that I did Star Wars movie, the idea that the force fields could stop lasers didn't seem right.
Well, yeah, no. I'm talking about like smaller discrepancies, like not massive like things that are throughout the entire movie, you know?
Oh, okay.
Like go throughout the I'm talking about like would because I remember this I forgot if it might have been Gravity where the main person like breaks off her hand or whatever and throws it and
Never
throws
watched
it to like get momentum back to the ship or whatever and I'm pretty sure that like there is something wrong with that.
That should technically work.
Yeah. I know, but I think that the actually no, I think the thing wrong with that was that
Breaking off their hand is a problem. It's
no,
been-
that wasn't the issue. Well, never mind. That was a really bad example. But like just some like only one. It only happened one time, right? Like only one little scene, and then that was
Yeah,
there was something wrong
But
with
is that
that.
really that interesting? I
Well,
mean,
yeah, if there's like a lot of them, then it's fun. But I'm just saying, like, jeez, you don't have to shoot down everything that I say.
It's fair. For me, one thing that really ruins movies with time travel, just there's like this one simple paradox. Happens pretty much any time you do it. So let's assume something bad happens, okay? So then like our hero has to go back in time to fix it, right? So if they go back in time and fix it, that bad thing never happened, and the hero never has to go back in time. It creates a paradox,
Yeah,
and that ruins.
that's like the grandfather
It's like
paradox, right? That's
yeah,
what they
it
call
happens. It happens all the time. And
which is
pretty much every time travel movie
isn't
bothers me so much.
isn't it isn't
It ruins the plot of
oh
the
my
movie
god,
for me.
your mic
Sorry.
is spazzing out. No, I was talking to Mateo, not you.
Okay.
I was just no, I was saying, isn't it like, well then now it creates, two
The two timelines.
two timelines or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know. There's something
I don't
with
know.
that. There's like some like, I watched a video that was explaining like the grandfather paradox, and I forgot what they said about it because yeah. But
What
I what?
Never mind. I was gonna say something and I forgot it.
I wondered that as well, and I still do, even though I watched the video because I just forget. I don't know. I feel like I'm not gonna just always
I
try
know,
to remember the solution to a paradox at all times.
Yeah, but like I get that time travel's theoretical, so there's really no way to like actually know what'll happen. But to me, it just I don't know. It just kind of ruins the movie because that's all I really think about after that. Like, what can happen that would make this plot work? Because for me, I don't know about action movies. Since there's no depth of character or any reason for me to feel attached to them, the only thing I feel like I can judge the movie on is how well written the plot is. Because the characters are never really good, at least in modern action movies. So if I just start thinking of the plot and my thought process just gets over centralized on how the plot could work with time travel, I just can't enjoy the movie anymore.
Also,
I
like
see.
another thing about time travel is if you're going back into the past, right, then you have to have already gone back into the past in the past for you to have been in the timeline. So
that's
technically, if
true.
you go back into the past, right, it should already be in history. So one, you should know you're doing it already, and two, you
Yeah,
wouldn't
so
have
whatever
any
you're doing
free
won't
will.
affect what's
Yeah,
already happened. So
which
if
yeah,
there's
is
two,
that does make
that's
sense.
also
you
conflicting
wouldn't
with
have
the
any.
grandfather paradox. So you just get a weird situation.
No, you would be able to come back because that would be in history. You just wouldn't have any free will, and it wouldn't change anything. You would just go back in time.
Yeah,
Which
but
would be weird.
That's true.
Frick.
which is
Weird.
why it's
That also breaks a lot of
yeah. There's
movies
like a
as
lot,
well.
so many things, right? I mean, in one instance,
That's
it would be cool to like be able to do that, but I don't really want to think about what would happen if you did. Like, what if you were just stuck there? You know, I don't know
Yeah.
why you would be stuck there, but like you probably would be stuck there because then you wouldn't actually have the machine to go back, right? Because it
I
wouldn't
mean,
have
it
been made
depends on
yet.
the movie. They can write it
No,
in.
I'm talking about like in real life, like if it actually
Oh.
happened, right?
I would not volunteer to time travel.
Yeah, no, I would leave that up to someone else.
I just don't think we should involve ourselves in time travel at all. We don't know what would happen, right?
Yeah, I don't. I don't
Assuming
know.
it-
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
if it's possible. I don't know. That's a weird statement, but
We ought to be able to know what happened.
Yeah, it might not actually be possible. Yes.
I mean, if you go faster than light, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
that's
true.
it. But
But
we
you
have
should
knowledge
can't.
that it's
You
impossible.
can't, right? So that's not really possible.
Yeah, you can slow down time, which I guess is a form of time travel in itself. But
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
that allows you to go. I think it's. I
Well, it's
don't
not
think it's
really.
actually possible to go backwards.
It's not really time travel. It's just slowing down.
Yeah.
I mean, we can see.
I mean, you could
we
say
can
it
see
is.
into the
Travel in the
past.
future.
right?
How would that work?
Yeah,
Just light.
quite.
It's just light. It's just looking at stuff that's far away.
Yeah, we're looking at
Uh,
the sun from 7 minutes ago. If you want to go
right.
outside and stare at the sun, which is not a good idea.
There's no
Don't
sun.
recommend it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, not
Well,
you.
you're in Spain.
Yeah. Or like, you know, when they say like, oh yeah, this collision of stars or whatever happened like a few thousand years ago, right? Because they just
Yeah,
saw the
but that's
light.
not especially useful.
No, it's not. But it's because then I always think after like hearing that, like, well, what has happened now that we just don't know of yet because the light hasn't reached us? Like, you know, that'd be kind of funny if something
true.
cool has happened, but we just can't figure it out for the next like couple thousand years because the light's still getting here.
Yeah, it's very possible. But going back to movies, like what type of movies other than like action movies do you think are good? Like what genres?
Space.
Just space.
I mean, but usually space becomes action at some point.
Yeah, I know. It's like, you either get like a thriller or an action movie.
Yeah. You know, I think the movie Sunshine. It's creepy.
Oh,
It's
I've
weird.
never watched that.
You should watch
What
it.
would you classify it as?
Uh,
And like, what's like a plot overview?
Space thriller. Plot overview. I think they're like. Have you watched Passenger?
Oh, dude, there's someone smoking outside my.
I've not watched Passenger.
Have you? Okay, well, let's see. Let's try to do this quick without having it sound like absolute garbage.
It's gonna be tough.
Actually, I don't.
Wait,
I don't.
are you describing Passenger or Sunshine?
No,
I don't know.
Sunshine, Sunshine.
Okay, good.
Passenger is kind of generic.
Don't-
If you don't like romantic movies, do not watch Passenger. It's just not.
I think it could be good if it's well written, but
Yeah,
not
it
yet
was
to
it was
encounter a well
okay.
written.
Actually, Passenger was pretty good, but it's like it's I don't know. So in Sunshine, I don't really remember the beginning, but all I know is that like the sun is like quite large at this point, so like they can't
Naturally.
they can't inhabit Earth, right? I forgot exactly what their mission was, but it was something to do with like no, that was a different movie. It was I think they were like studying no, I don't know what they were doing, but basically sun large, they have this sun room where you can
Okay.
see the sun,
Sun big. Sun
and then
big.
everyone is wowed by the sun because it's big and it's bright and people like staring at it. Obviously they have to like wear
How
no
is that
they wear the like goggles that like protect them, right? That's like they're basically the goggles are like 99.99% opaque, right? As it should be. And in the movie you get like actually blinded because the sun it shows you the sun like not through the glasses and like it it's really bright, so that kind of eye raped me.
Nice. Okay.
And then basically I think they're just trying to like sustain, it's like a crew, they're trying to sustain themselves on like their little spaceship or whatever, and then they come across another spaceship. I think like I think it was they realized there was like the mission before them that like never came back or whatever.
Okay.
What did you say this was called?
Sunshine. And then they like go in and it's like super like crusty because it's like all dusty.
Crusty. Okay.
Yeah, it's crusty, and then they find a bunch of dead bodies.
Got it.
Obviously, because they can't survive forever, right? So naturally they would have died.
Is this gonna be like horror-esque or?
Yeah, I think
just,
so.
like-
Yeah, so I think some like stuff happens that no one cares about. Like I don't know. I think actually a cool part was
Here, I have the Wikipedia summary if you want.
no. I want to have my summary first before please, just please. All right. All right.
Just speed it up a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think some stuff happens in like the so like one compartment of the ship that they were exploring breaks off, and they have to like do something, but then
Wow.
yeah,
No way.
and then it's like You know, they like
What are you
whatever.
saying?
Okay, they get back on their ship, and then they have to like fix something, I think. But like you can't actually go on like a certain side of the ship without being destroyed by the sun, so it's like really hard. And then like I think there's so basically the premise, or not the premise, but like towards the ending, it's like there's this dude in the other spaceship that they found that was like dead, right? I think he stared at the sun too much, without glasses, and then he became like this I don't know, this weird dude who just wouldn't die. I don't know. It was like I was watching it thinking it was just gonna be a
What?
normal space movie, and then it comes along and like he stared at the sun for too long, and now he's like a freaking like demon boy. Um, and so then like I think he like boards their ship and like kills a couple, and like and then it becomes more like thriller slash, yeah, it's, I wouldn't say it's horror, it's thriller, but it was not.
Wikipedia says it's a science fiction psychological.
Yeah, it,
Okay,
it, it was it was really weird, and then I had to like fight him.
Let me
Um,
help you.
yeah,
In 2057, the sun is dying, and wow,
2057. I feel like that's kind of close.
that makes a lot. That makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense. The sun is dying, and the Earth is free.
That's, yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty soon. That should take another few million years, right?
yeah.
8 billion.
I
Eight
I think there's some like
international
active like
astronauts.
some catalyst to speed it up or something. I don't know. But whatever. Yeah, go on. You're kind of cutting out, but
So 8 astronauts pilot a bomb above the spaceship Icarus with the intent to jumpstart the sun. They have a bomb and they're gonna jumpstart the
oh
sun,
yeah,
and
that's what it was. I remember
they're
now.
gonna return to the Earth.
What?
And so they're going past Mercury, and when they go past Mercury, they find the other that had tried to do this 7 years earlier. And basically they want to try to go to the ship, um, for whatever reason.
Okay,
And
I think it's because they,
basically,
they wanted to see if the people were still alive, and because then more people is better, right?
yeah, and then they just didn't realign the shield, and so then they damaged the 4 shields, and then these 2 guys went to the spacewalk to fix it, and then basically they just freaked it up.
See, that's what I was. That's what the part where they had to fix the thing on the ship. I knew that.
And then one of them dies, and then he tries to suicide, and then yeah, basically that's the whole plot.
Wait,
You've completely
no.
spoiled
It
the plot
doesn't.
of this movie.
Yeah, it doesn't mention the freaking sunshine, dude.
Well, there's another 3 paragraphs.
Well, that's
Yeah,
very
I would
whatever,
stop
whatever.
now.
But if you want another good space movie, dude, The Walking Earth. I think it's made by a Chinese producer. That doesn't mean anything though. It's a really good movie. You should watch it. You definitely should watch it. I would say watch that first. Definitely. It's pretty good. It's just, yeah.
I was in the middle of watching Shawshank Redemption. and it was called-
What? Shawshank Redemption? What is that about?
Yes. It's about a guy that got framed for killing his wife. And then he goes to jail. And then he makes a bunch of friends and makes a library. And then it turns out, and then he teaches a kid to pass a test. And then the warden kills the kid for some reason.
What?
Dude, that
And then he
sounds.
does, and then he does a bunch of
dang.
money. And then he launders all the warden. The warden was scam. And then he gets put into solitary confinement for 2 months. I don't know. Yeah. But it's good. I thought it
Okay.
was good. Well, I'll put in the chat, okay?
Oh god.
Okay, so like
You.
I feel like that could fall into the category of a thriller.
It was good. And it's not like
think
an
he's-
action movie. It reminds me of Forrest Gump, but with non-retards.
Let's see.
God, I'm just low energy today. I'm gonna have to cut so many parts out, but it's fine.
Okay.
Last time when I cut stuff out, it didn't actually seem choppy like I thought it would.
I need to watch that rap playlist that you still haven't gotten around it.
Who, me?
No, Giovanni.
Oh.
After you left, after the first one, we had a conversation about music.
Oh. Okay. Um.
Which isn't recorded. So,
Uh. Frick, what was I gonna say? I probably wasn't gonna say anything.
What were you
but-
gonna say?
Probably wasn't gonna say anything. But so we talked about space movies. Now, wait. So you said you. What's your favorite genre then? Because, I mean,
I don't. My parents are not like big movie people, so I just never figured out what genres of movies are, except for like action and romance.
me neither.
And
I don't know.
My dad is a very big movie person,
It's same.
and honestly, I've seen some good movies. I think dramas are very good.
Dramas?
Yeah, and foreign movies are actually better.
Like,
You know?
whoa.
That sounds like a very
you mean
snobby
like
thing
you
to
mean
say, but-
like drama okay, like explain please.
Okay, let me think of a movie name. Man Called Ove. It's a movie about a man whose wife died to cancer and he's suicidal and he just wants to end his life. And that's an amazing movie, I have to say.
Okay, yeah. It
I
I'm
watched
not
sounds
gonna
a
say much
Korean
more. That's
movie.
spoiling it.
sounds
I
sounds
watched-
unique.
It's just like it's in Norwegian, but you know what? Subtitles.
Okay.
I watched a
But
South
yeah.
Korean movie that was also called The Taxi Driver. It's like a taxi driver that like drives around a reporter during like the communist revolution. And it was actually really good. I'm gonna recommend it.
Yeah.
And then another one that I liked was I think it was called The One That Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
No.
I've not, no.
It's really good as well.
I think it sounds familiar, but I don't know.
It's about a guy that gets put in an insane asylum, but he's not actually insane, and he basically befriends all the in there and
Oh.
criminally
That
insane.
sounds
dudes.
really intriguing, actually.
Yeah, that actually does sound interesting.
And then he like helps him escape a bunch of times, and he has like a party, and then they give him a lobotomy because he's being too rowdy, and then yeah, well, it's good. I'm not actually freak. I just spoiled it.
It's fine. You cut out for half of it.
Good.
I can't really think of any like movies that I unique different movies that I've
Yeah.
watched.
Here it is. I have it.
Intacto is an amazing action movie. It's in Spanish, like it's a movie
Yeah,
from
I
Spain.
can tell from the name.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Just add
just
a vowel
to
at the end.
clarify for any viewers that we might have.
Okay, those are the movies. Put them there.
Okay.
You know,
But yeah,
The-
it's like about the concept of they're trying to find people who are there's like luck is it's a world where luck really does like make a difference in what you have, and it's something about trying to find someone very lucky. I don't remember exactly. Okay, it's been a long time since I've watched the movie, but I just remember it's really good.
you know
That's
what's
all
a
I need to know.
whack action movie that's like just
What?
really kind of honestly I think it's kind of gross and it's weird.
What?
But I think it's it's not a classic, but it's Kill Bill. There's like a
I've
couple.
never
there's-
watched it.
There's
no.
a couple of them. I watched the first one. It's so weird. There's like the premise is that like I don't really know like the reason, but like someone there's this person and the entire series is like they just need to kill people. I think. And
Alright,
obviously there's
yeah.
like some actual story, but like and they have this list and like each episode is like they kill a couple or one person. It's like what? It's just so weird. Very violent. I don't recommend it if you don't like violence.
I have
Violence.
I have
scares
a
me.
good
It was kind of
Netflix
funny though.
series.
Honestly, it was kind of funny to watch.
Yeah.
I was watching a Netflix series that I thought was called Money Heist, which is really famous in Spain. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a Spanish one. I thought it was honestly, and it's on Netflix. I don't know if you guys want to watch that. It's good though. I recommend.
What's it called again? Sorry.
Money Heist. I'll put the
Okay.
link to the first episode in chat.
All right.
Oh, I think there's some good heist movies out there. Like
This
Ocean's
one's
11 is
like
great.
this one's like really good.
I
One
really
of the
like
better
Ocean's
Netflix
11.
series.
You know,
I haven't seen.
I haven't really watched shows. Shows just aren't my thing. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think the only shows that I've actually watched like a good amount of is Stranger Things, and then
I never got
I never
around to
watched
watching
Stranger
that.
Things.
Me
um,
neither.
it was pretty good. I only watched the first season. After that, I was like, no, no more. And then
My cousin spoiled like the whole Strange Things series, 30 minutes, and they
and
were
then
obsessed with it for
I
the longest time.
also I think if you want like just a good like just like short little episodes and good content, well made, Love, Death and Robots is good.
What kind of shows that?
It's just it's not do you know like Black Mirror?
Yeah, I
Each
haven't watched it.
each episode is not, you don't need to watch the previous one. They're completely different. Like
Oh,
they're just
okay.
like, it's just a massive compilation of a bunch of like these episodes. And you know, it can be whatever. It can be from like basically, I think one was basically a Pokemon battle, but it was like where you become the Pokemon, but it wasn't really Pokemon, obviously. But
Oh, so it's
that's
just
the best.
different
That's the best I
things.
can explain it. You basically, you become a monster, and then you have to fight the other dude.
Okay.
That one was pretty good. And then there was one where it was like these farmers had to fight off like weird alien dogs. It's kind of like the Wakanda scene from Infinity War or Endgame, or I don't know, whatever.
yeah,
They're the
that.
same
Oh, I
movie.
hated that
They're
scene.
the same
So
movie.
it's just like actually, I honestly think Infinity Wars is better.
Um,
I
Mostly
liked it
because of the
more
time
as well.
travel in Endgame ruined it for me.
Yeah, that time travel thing was so.
Yeah.
I hated that.
I don't
And
even remember because
I don't think either of them were really that good movies. Like I don't think most Marvel movies are
Well,
that
yeah,
good.
it's just all the
'Cause
Marvel
it's
stands.
exactly what I described about
all the
why I
Marvel
don't like them.
stands.
But
I prefer DC time.
really, I think DC makes worse movies.
Like the Batman ones are so much better.
Yeah,
but
I honestly
those
think
are like those are the older ones, to be fair. And I've only
Well,
watched
yeah,
one or two of them. So.
no one likes the new
it's
DC.
just all the Marvel
Like the
stands.
Justice League
exactly,
stuff is
exactly.
freaking terrible.
I thought you were talking about the new stuff.
No, like the
Right.
older Batmans, even like the new Dark Knight trilogy, I thought those were, and like the Joker as well was good.
I
I thought it
haven't
was,
watched that actually, but
I thought it was funny because you know how the Joker's like an anarchy, there's like anarchy in Gotham, right? Because of the Joker,
Yeah.
and that was the only American movie that they've shown in China in like the longest time. Like I
Really,
was
that
talking.
is so ironic.
Cause
Whoa.
yeah, I was in China. And our tour guide was like, "Have you seen Joker?" I was like, "Yeah." Everyone was so excited because that was the first American movie that we'd seen.
I probably just
well,
pick.
it's probably
No,
a cherry
they must
pick.
have vetted it. That is so strange.
They
Yeah.
vet them, yeah, and they picked the Joker, obviously. Chaos.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I feel like maybe like a superhero movie would have been a better choice. If they really wanted to just like do a
Well-
DC movie.
Well, a lot of superhero movies make America look like really good, like the Superman movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fair.
I hated them.
Well, yeah,
that
'cause,
is
like,
that is one thing that the Joker has. It does make America look kind of bad in it. Like it's
Yeah.
not very overt, but
I
it's
hate-
definitely there.
I hate movies like
Like where he
Superman.
goes on about like the Swiss
Yeah,
treated it garbage.
I
that is
hate.
true.
What are you saying?
I was saying I hate the movies, anything like Superman or just like those generic superhero movies. I don't know. It's like especially Superman, because it's like, oh wow, look at him, he's invincible. Unless you put this rock next to him.
Yeah, but I mean,
But then
that's-
it doesn't matter anyways, because then he can just. Then it doesn't matter if that rock's next to him, because then he somehow wins anyways. It's
Yeah.
like,
He doesn't win that. They like come to But anyways,
I mean,
well,
that
I
is
don't
the
know,
fault
but like
of the
still, like
source
I don't know, having a
material, to be
character
fair.
that's invincible is bad in itself. Like
That's the fault of the source material, though. I mean, It's like such a
obviously-
popular thing. I'm sure that if they had the choice, it wouldn't write him to be that.
yeah.
Like that.
I mean,
but,
obviously
I mean,
kryptonite,
still,
but like I don't count that honestly. That's
I
not a
don't
good
think it would
weakness.
be. I'm just amazed that they managed to spend so many decades writing comics just on that one
Yeah.
trope. Like, it's got to get old eventually.
I mean,
right?
he's just a generic superhero, right? He can fly.
But he was
strong.
the first generic superhero. That's
Yeah.
the difference. That made him iconic.
Well, I don't think he was the first generic superhero, but
He
he was
was
one of
kind
the
of
Yeah, you're
like the
probably right.
first.
But
He was one of
He was
the
like the
first.
first one that was famous, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
probably
a-
the first one that was famous and had like an actual name to him, you know, and
he was.
because most of them are probably
He's
just
iconic
concept
again.
arts. Yeah.
So,
We can
do we
talk
have-
about TV shows, but the problem is
Oh,
I don't
okay.
actually watch them.
I don't either, so I'm just gonna go off the TV shows that I have watched. I have only watched
Yeah.
sitcoms and cartoons in my life. Okay.
Oh, dude,
I've watched
cartoon.
very
Wait, dude. Okay, we're gonna do this. Best cartoon show.
Best cartoon, Amazing World of Gumball. That is the best cartoon.
What?
Yes.
You know what I liked?
What's
The
your
really-
candidate?
I don't know. I just feel like that's
know what?
so.
You know what my
don't know.
favorite were?
I don't like
Always.
It's funny, and there's good jokes even now. I think.
You know
I
what my
just
favorite
said it's
were?
funny
Always.
twice. Wow.
My favorite one always. You know the really really old Mickey Mouse cartoon. I watched so
Those?
many really. My
Like the
my
Mickey
movies when I
Mouse
was little.
Clubhouse.
No. Like it was like the black and white one. I watched those,
Oh,
and then I
yeah.
watched nature documentaries, and that was literally
Dude,
everything
That
I
was your
watched.
childhood?
documentaries
Yes.
slap. They're actually so good.
How?
Like
I can't
I
watch
just
nature
liked-
documentaries. I don't know. They're just so boring.
no,
I
can't watch
documentaries are
them
not
anymore.
boring, dude. They're good. They're good.
I can't watch
It's
them
just like
anymore.
here's animal. Animal eat. Animal sleep. Animal live.
That's true.
I've described every nature documentary.
You know,
I can't
but
watch them anymore,
there's-
but I used to watch
there's
nonstop.
you know the one by Neil deGrasse Tyson, Cosmos. That one was pretty good. I
Oh
think.
yeah, I really like
I read his book.
documentaries about space and stuff. But
Yeah.
it depends on the documentary, really. Like I'm just saying nature documentaries. I don't like.
Yeah, I mean, not all of them are good. Obviously, now I've
If
kind of
you-
exhausted a lot of like my like the generic knowledge for stuff, right? So only that's like stuff that's super specific and like weird is interesting. But going back to cartoons, I don't know.
Like,
I
just
kind of
name
liked
something you
Wild
like. Like,
Kratts,
we're-
dude. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Wild Kratts.
You were a PBS child, I see.
Wild Kratts.
I
is
watched
pretty
Wild
good.
Kratts as well for a while.
I actually did watch a good amount of that myself.
Wild Kratts.
I also watched Avatar.
Dude,
Um,
oh wait, well,
Oh,
okay.
Avatar: The Airbender
If we're
was
talking
amazing.
about like that in terms of like Avatar: The Last Airbender is just the best show in general.
Honestly, I like that, but I wouldn't put it above Gumball.
No, you're
watched so
you're
much
gonna
Gumball,
anger
okay.
so many people.
I know people will be mad at me for that, but I like.
I
Gumball.
can't do that. I don't know. It's just the best.
I never
Did you
liked
watch, like, any
Gumball.
Cartoon
I thought it
Network?
was corny.
You could argue it's corny.
I don't know.
I
feel,
would have to
I
agree
just
with you.
I feel like
However-
cartoons like that,
Cartoons are
Try
not
too
known for their
hard.
depth.
but I don't know. Most cartoons do.
And like the fact that there was never like a consistent plot.
That's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cartoons don't have a consistent.
It's
that's the-
just for the comedy, like that. That's not a
I don't know if you
cartoon
realize,
meant
but
for
like
depth.
7-year-old kids can't follow a plot for more than 2 episodes. So.
You just insulted like all 7-year-olds.
Yeah, but we aren't gonna have 7-year-olds
Yeah, we're not
watching
gonna have
this.
7-year-olds watching this.
They
I
won't
know,
know how
but-
to use the YouTube search function. That's the only way anyone's finding our stuff anyway.
I don't think they can even type, my friend.
I think 7-year-olds are 2nd grade. Did you type when you were in 2nd grade?
Slowly,
I
but
don't know.
yes.
Not well.
Yeah.